Good morning, students. I hope you have started your revision side by side and just doing each and every sum. Okay. Now, as we were doing exercise 1.2 and up to some fourth or fifth we have done, now we are going to doing just sum number 6 where fundamental theorem used. Though we have already done the fundamental theorem, again going to explain what is that. Every composite number can be expressed as the product of its prime apart from its order. Means every composite number having its same prime factors. Okay, as I given the example of 30 also. So on the same concept we have to just tell question number that is fifth. Check whether 6 to the power n can never be ends with 0 for any integer n. Okay, so we will just take for solving this question, let 6 to the power n ends with 0 for any integer n. As it ends with 0, you know very well, if a number is ending with 0, it must be divided by 2 also, it must be divided by 5 also, or we can say 1 2 as well as 1 5 as its at least one factor. ओके, इट मीन्स 2 और 5 इसके फैक्टर्स होंगे, एक ना एक ज़रूर आएगा. ओके, सो 2 and 5 can at least one as factor, but just check 6 to the power n, if we do the prime factorization of 2 6, that it will gives 2 and 3 only. So it's 6 to the power n will become 2 into 3 to the power n, that is 2 to the power n and 3 to the power n. It simply shows that it has only factors of 2 and 3, not 5. So you write, it shows that 2 is the factor of 6 to the power n, but 5 is not. So by fundamental theorem, you can write complete fundamental theorem here. If you forgot the statement, even just write only reason that by fundamental theorem. So it has 5 is not as factors, so our assumption is wrong. We can say 6 to the power never ends with 0. Okay, some 6th already explained. Some 6th already explained how to just find the composite number, and in some 7th you have to find, just see, go through the statement what you have to find, either HCF or LCM. Okay, and you are able to do it yourself. You can do by any method, either prime factorization method or your division method. Now we are going to do 1.3 exercise. Again 1.3 exercise statement, the most important question to prove any root statement, either root 2, root 3, root 5, root 7, root 11 to be an irrational number. The concept is, or we can say all the steps in every sum is to be same, only we have to show it by contradiction. Okay, now I am going to explain just some. First, prove that root 5 is an irrational number. Okay, so as you have to just prove that root 5 is an irrational number, so you will take let root 5 is a rational number. Root 5 is a rational number. When root 5 is a rational number, we can say let root 5 is equal to p by q form, because rational number says p, any number which is in the p by q form, and where p and q are integers and q must not be equal to 0, q not equal to 0. And here one thing more I am going to just take, that p and q are co-prime integers. Co-prime integer means nothing is common is to be there, or we can say these two numbers are in their lowest form. If they are not in lowest form, first make it in lowest form. So it must write that co-prime numbers. Okay, so as root 5 is equal to p by q, by cross multiplication, can I say p is equal to root 5 q. Clear? Now squaring both side, while we will do the squaring both side, we get p square is equal to 5q square, which implies 5 is a factor of p square. 5q square means the right hand side is divisible by 5. Okay, which number is divisible by any number, it means that number become the factor of the whole statement. as it shows 5 into something, automatically it is divisible by 5. When it is divisible by 5, we can say 5 is a factor of p square. If any number is a factor of any square, it must be also a factor of the same number. जो कोई इसके कोई नंबर स्केयर का फैक्टर होता है तो नंबर का फैक्टर भी होता है, या जो नंबर स्केयर को डिवाइड कर रहा है वो इस नंबर को भी डिवाइड करेगा ही करेगा. ओके, सो 5 इज ए फैक्टर ऑफ p आल्सो. When 5 is a factor of p also, so we can say p as 5m. M is an integer, right? M is any integer. So put that value in first, which we have taken as 5 is p is equal to 5q. Okay, this one p square by squaring. After squaring, that value gives us 5. Put in first. So it will become 5m whole square is equal to 5q whole square. So it will gives you 5 square m square, that is 25 m square is equal to 5 q square. Okay, so again q square will become 25 by 5 m square, means 5 m square is equal to q square. Now it shows that q square is divisible by 5. It means q square having one factor as 5, or we can say 5 is a factor of q square. It means 5 is also a factor of q. Okay, now above we have shows that 5 is a factor of p. Now we have told that 5 is a factor of q. It means 5 is the common factor of p and q both, where we have already given that p and q are co-prime. Okay, so it contradicts our assumption. Which assumption? That they are co-prime. Because we have shown that 5 is the common factor of p and q. It means root 5 is an irrational number. Clear? In this way you have to do. He can ask to prove root 2, as in example it is given root 2. To prove that root 2 is an irrational number. Prove that root 3 is an irrational number. Okay, same steps. If you will go to the whole sum, the same steps will be followed. When root 2 we have to show, we will see that 2 is common factor in both. Then a contradiction for 2. If we want to show that root 3 is an irrational number, then we will follow the same steps. Then we will see that 3 is the common on both p and q. So which contradicts again. In the same steps you can do any number which is irrational number. In this way you can show that it is an irrational number. Clear? Now same type question is also there. That question number second and third are these type. If these type of statements are there, you can do directly also. That prove that 3 plus 2 root 5 is an irrational number. This question. Okay, this type or above type, any one question can be in 3 marks in exams. Okay, now as we have to show that 3 root 2 root 5 is an irrational, so we take let 3 plus 2 root 5 is irrational proof, so make it as rational. Okay, when it is a rational number, we can say 3 plus 2 root 5 is equal to p by q form, where p and q are integers as well as q is not equal to 0. Okay, write the complete definition of rational number. Now see, just take the numbers without root on one side and just keep a root term on one side. So for solving this one, first of all I am going to just shift 3. So it will become 2 root 5 is equal to p by q minus 3. P by q minus 3. P by q minus 3. Next step, I am going to take the LCM of these two statements. Here denominator 1, so LCM will become q. So numerator will become p minus 3q. Okay, it means 2 root 5 is equal to p minus 3q upon q. Now root 5, this 2 also we are going to take in denominator. So it will become root 5 is equal to p minus 3q divided by 2q. Now just see both left side and right side. In right side you are having statement P -1 3 Q 2, means all are rational, these all are integer, just like say we can say, and the operation on integers always give a rational number. Basic operation, either it you take plus, minus, multiply, divide, just see here the basic operations are going on. So if these all are integers, their answer will also become a rational number. Clear? While just see on left hand side, left hand side is your root 5. Okay, but your root 5 is not a rational, means root 5 is an irrational number. It means left side you are irrational, right side you are rational. So I can say left hand side is not equal to right hand side. So our assumption become wrong, which implies 5 plus 2 root 5 is a irrational number. Okay, a little bit I am going up to just explain regarding fourth exercise, what is to be there in fourth exercise. In fourth exercise is to be there, you have to just by looking to the denominator, prime factorization of denominator will tell whether it is to be terminating or non-terminating, and corresponding you can divide or by just doing the multiplication you can convert into decimal form. Okay, I think the unit first I have explained again and the things are clear to you. As tomorrow is Wednesday, so I will take the test of unit 1. Okay, do your best and show your best. Bye bachcho.